Hello and welcome to Oracle Virtualbox. Yes, you can see I have got the Oracle VM Virtualbox Manager open. When we're looking at the demonstration in Module 1, we're running on my master machine, my CentOS 7.2 machine that we have already installed. We are also going to be using this as an installation server. As I said through, it doesn't really matter whether you have it or whether you don't have it, but when we're creating our new virtual machines, we're going to be setting them up in the same networked environment. We're using Oracle VirtualBox because it's about free as being no charge, but also free as in freedom that it's open source software and it's available on assortment of platforms. This happens to be running on Windows Server 2012. Now, of course, I could choose to run Hyper-V on that as well, but if I run Hyper-V, I'm limited the virtual machines to be able to run just within a Hyper-V environment, and there is going to be limited in itself than the Microsoft Windows environment, whereas using VirtualBox virtual machines. Any of the virtual machines that I create here can also be used in the VirtualBox on OS X. They can be used on VirtualBox within a Linux environment or also within a Solaris environment. So it just opens up a whole extra world of transportability if that word exists. But I'm certainly not limited myself. And in fact, the addition of this course to having Windows Server 2012 or Hyper-V being available. So I think VirtualBox is really good choice. When we're looking at networking, I have got two network adapters plugging into this machine. Network adapter 1 is connected to NAT network with two words, and this we're going to need to create it. The default will be just NAT, like this, rather than NAT network. If we choose NAT network, we're going to get a separate IP address from each host that will connect into that network, whereas they will all share the same IP address if we use the default NAT. So my preference would be to use this, especially we're going to have a multiple machines. If I need my host to be able to connect back, the host cannot connect back on the NAT network. So we use the host only adapter. The host only adapter exists. We don't need to create it, but I need to make sure that I connect all my virtual machines to adapter 1 and adapter 2 on the correct networks. The NAT network through you're going to need to create it. If you haven't already done this, let's just cancel out of here. So from our file menu, we're going to move down to preference, and then on our network tab, we can go into the network tab and say on the network for NAT here, this will be empty. We will then go through to the plus button to add a new NAT network, and it will default to NAT network, the one name. There. We can go into the properties and change the IP address range being used, but this will be sufficient for us. So that is all that we need to do with VirtualBox, is go into our file and preference, and then on the network tab add the new NAT network if it doesn't exist. We will see the virtual machines when we create them. Let's just cancel out of here within our VirtualBox environment set up. We can then look at the starting our installs.